You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I don't think you guys walk away from this.
You just make sure people know what happened.
What's happening, everybody? How are y'all doing? I hope y'all have a blessed week. Hey, we just getting over the hump. You feel we at the top. We about to just go ahead glide on through to the weekend. Sometimes it feel hard for us, but we gotta understand what success is. Every day, once we get up and we achieve our goal, we are successful. And a lot of the time, we gotta pay attention to that. We gotta show for you a interesting topic. So we gonna head and just one thing. What we gonna say? The here and now. We gonna break it down here and now. So got everybody know the guest host, the world famous Shin Akuma JML with your boy Henry, aka Soldier of the North, SON, son. What's happening, Jamal? AKA
Hey man,
Shin
I'm just
Akuma.
chilling today. I'm chilling, man. You already know. It's just
Yeah,
one of them days where, the DNC was last night. We had to tune in because there's some political cancer going on. I guess it's supposed to be an election year, but I don't vote, so it really doesn't matter to me what year it is. But but to be honest, I was actually hoping to see some actual policies being spoke about, but all I heard was a lot of pandering, and it was one hell of a concert.
a concert. That's what you saying.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a concert. It was just a bunch of famous people going up there, saying a bunch of buzzwords, getting the crowd hyped up, and then going home.
Man. So you know what that mean, right? Gotta ring the bell for 'em.
That's a round
So
for
so
Donald
you
Trump, if you
telling
ask
me
me.
you telling me they had Joe Biden.
Yep,
They brought the hipster Obama,
right.
Kamala
That was the
Harris.
most famous person there.
They brought all these people, and it was a concert. No policy, no direction leading us because there's a lot of things
It
going
seemed like
on.
it was just it seemed like it was just like, I hate to say it, but like a pep rally, bro. It's like it was like a high school pep rally. It was a bunch of people screaming and hollering at the top of their lungs. Wasn't nothing said, but Trump's an idiot, and then everybody goes nuts. Trump's a racist. Everybody's going nuts. Then you know what I'm saying? They're not even talking about nothing up there. They just talking about Donald Trump, and they talking about how they gonna get Kamala Harris in there to be the president. That was
So
about it.
so they playing everything that the old book have. You feel one, you gotta create a boogeyman. You gotta make this person seem like he's the enemy. You don't even need to listen to him. Everything he say is stupid, even when you saying some stupid things yourself.
Right. Not only that, they're talking about Donald Trump needs to stop the mudslinging. And really, if you think about what he says about Harris, it's just truth. It's not even factual information. It's truth because it's absolute. So there's no way that could be like mudslinging if it's true. But they want the Democrats want to come out here and be name calling and pandering, bro. Basically pandering to the whole melanated community, and like Democrats always do, brainwashing the bulk of our people to believe that these people are with them and they're gonna help them. When as soon as Joe Biden got in there, he threw us out the back seat of the car while he was driving, just so they could do it again this time with Harris. She's gonna talk about she's the first female president, this and that and this and that, and black people's gonna get put to the back burner again.
So I'm turned up. You feel?
Right.
I'm turned up. I'm turned up for understanding and reasoning in the effort of stopping the war going on in Ukraine. I'm into reasonable measures that could prevent citizens, that's children, women, elderly, men who not serving in Hamas military union, because we understand there's Hamas and Palestinians, but there's no direction on inflation. What's going on around the globe that we can help stop ships from getting attacked? There's a lot of things that you, the people, not actually seeing. And we having a president election like a concert where you got Lil Jon, you got Megan Thee Stallion first, Lil Jon. Turned on for what? I don't even know if Lil Jon is a highly educated person who could deal with philosophy and politics, because we know Lil Jon as an entertainer.
Right.
I'm not even talking down about his character, because it's not upon me to talk down upon his character. But the thing that I have seen in my life, that Megan Thee Stallion don't talk about politics. Lil Jon don't talk about politics. And it looked like Kamala Harris don't speak about politics, because we need solutions. And the things going on around the world will affect us here in America, but the things here in America also affect things around the world, and we need change. We need to understand the direction we are going. And the funny thing, because I won't say the sad thing, I'm gonna say the funny thing is Donald Trump is literally, as we were speaking earlier, you said Donald Trump is literally coming out and speaking about policies.
Yeah, he had a video the other day where he was comparing when he was the president, commodities like grocery store items prices when he was the president and to now.
Yeah.
We're talking about like a $3 to $4 price hike on some items. He showed the Oreos. The Oreos went from being like $2.50 price range, $3.50 price range to $4.99, $5.50 price range now.
Yeah.
And that's just cookies for your kids. You got to think about that. So that's like a $1.50 to $2 increase on just cookies. So imagine everything else and what the percent is going to be of the ratio that it's raised up in these 3.5 years. And now Harris and them is talking in circles about the economy, and they really don't want to address any policy because Donald Trump already sealed them up when he said, when they asked him a question about how he felt that Kamala Harris it would do as the president. And your boy Trump just said straight up, he said, she had 3.5 years as the vice president to fix this. That's the best thing to do. He body bagged her right there. I don't know anything else, but in battle rapping, she'd be done. That's a punchline you can't come back from. That's like ending somebody because
So,
that's her track record. Like you're bringing up and it's not even just her past track record. It is their currently to the present day record. It's still going. It's still getting written. That's what's crazy about it. Talking about, oh, we're going to fix the problem if I get elected the president. You got a vice president already, so you should already be able to pull some stuff off to show the people you're serious. But the
yes,
fact she's not trying to pull anything
as
off shows a lack of sincerity and genuine ability to express who she really is trying to be for the people. She thinks this is a popularity contest.
even before they announced Joe Biden was dropping out and Kamala Harris was taking his place, she could have many occasions let us know who she was, what she about, what she was doing as vice president. A lot of the credit they're gonna say that she done is mainly gonna be the president credit. You- And people gotta understand that actually standing on your word. Don't tell the people, the mass, that hey, y'all, y'all over there need to stop the mass killing, the hurting of civilians, and then turn around and say, I support these people with unwavering support. That means you could criticize like you a friend. You would criticize them in public, but other than that, when y'all get at the dinner table, it's like, man, I had to let the people feel some type of way, but I'm not shaking you off. And that's to that's to the banks. That's to the warmongers, the ones who getting paid for these wars, because people gotta understand supply and demand. It was a point that African nations and other nations was going through supply of Ukraine wheat.
Like, for example, right? Think about this. Think about this. You just said earlier, right? The Iron Dome failed, right? What
Yeah,
is the United States the biggest seller of? We're the
weapons.
biggest seller of large and small arms. That means guns, missiles, bombs, planes, tanks, all type of modern day weaponry. It doesn't matter from the combat boots all the way up to a nuclear weapon. If you got the money, we'll sell it to you.
And service.
So if the iron, oh yeah, mercenaries. That's not even a question.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
America. We've been
We sell you the tank. We service it too. So if you need to fit it up with the new
Yeah, that's
missiles.
mercenaries, bro. That's mercenaries. Think about that. I'm not talking about just killers. I'm talking about mercenaries. They gotta hire American people who know how to operate, who know how to fix the tank. They gotta know how to do the mechanic on the tank. That's still a mercenary operator. Even if he's not in the combat field, he's doing a combat mission for another combat unit. He might not be fighting and he might be only auxiliary units, but he's still considered part of the fighting force, though. So he has to be considered a mercenary unless he's like an attaché, where then that means that the military of the United States sent him there under a contract to do that work, and or which is still a mercenary because it's contract work. So you know what
Okay.
I'm saying? It doesn't matter how we dress it up. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter if we dress it up in a military uniform or if they come out here as just straight a regular mechanic in a regular outfit. He's still a mercenary. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because he's a higher
You
contract
in
man.
line. You in line. You right. You right. You right.
All right, that's what
So
I'm just making sure the
you
people
right.
know, because
You
people
right.
might think
You
people
right.
might see
Okay.
them people. No, but think
So
about
it's
this:
like,
people might see those people with no uniform on and think those are regular civilians.
yeah. So we gotta understand this also, that man-made stuff. You feel, we service all these weapons, and we also do serve mercenaries. Fact. And right now we have warships. We have warships in the Red Sea. We have warship in the Gulf of Aden, the Persian Gulf, the Mediterranean Sea. They are waiting for an attack from Iran to protect Israel. But who going to protect us? The people, the regular people, the people. Your mama, your daddy, your greasy grandma. Them type of stuff. I know I used a dozen in there. Come on, we all collab a little bit. But being honest, being serious, rent up there, skyrocketing. Food prices up there, skyrocketing. Gas prices up there. But people got to realize, like, when Obama was president, gas prices was high. When Donald Trump became president, nobody was really talking about gas. That was the least of
Gas
our
was
worries.
low on Donald Trump. It was like almost a dollar something when Donald Trump was in there. A little,
Yeah.
maybe a little
Yeah.
bit over $2. That's a real, and people don't understand. Those things are the real things that we should be worried about. These wars and stuff like that ain't doing nothing but distracting us from the fact that everything is going up. And what I heard one of the wise businessmen that I be following on Instagram say is that when these type of wartime incidents happen, they raise the prices on commodities and never drop it back down. That's really the whole plot of why they do these type of conflicts once every 10 years or so, is so they can outrageously jack up the price of everything, make record profit, and everybody in the whole world gotta suffer. And then you know how that goes. They want to put some space between them and the next class.
Yeah.
So the 1% wants to make it so the other 99% it's impossible for you to get to the 1%.
So it's rich and it's poor.
Yes, sir. It's not. Well,
No
I wouldn't
middle
say
class.
it's rich and it's. I wouldn't even say none of that because that's not even what it is. That's part of the ultimate illusion is the value of currency and money and fiat. You don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about what it really is. It's the control of resource. Who controls the resource? That who controls the commodity. If you control the commodities, then you control the world. All you have to do is make sure everybody gets what they're supposed to get, unless you want to just jam them up and just stop it in transport, and then boom, there you go, another manipulated manufactured crisis to raise up the prices of manufactured and shipped goods, especially food. That's how they're gonna get us. And people don't realize that's an ancient tactic. The Romans used that tactic all the time: divide and conquer and starve and thirst the people.
So
And
you,
then they distracted them with bread and circus.
yes,
That's what they
yes.
did at the DNC with the bread and circus.
So
That was
you
the
have,
Coliseum
so
last night.
you have celebrities. You have the bourgeois. You feel you have Freemasonry, Alpha Kappa Alpha, Prince Hall. You have Alpha Phi Alpha. You have comedian. You even got that crybaby, the Santa Claus on Friday after next, Ricky Smiley crying on his morning show, trying to get us to follow Kamala Harris. Y'all ridiculous.
It's
You
crazy because they think they can sway us with emotions, you know. But the thing is that they don't realize is those of us who know what's up, we got who did the knowledge, we express the value, we show you what self worth is like. Y'all can't defeat us with those measly ass emotions. I'm gonna say that right off the rip. You can't catch us with no scare tactics. You know
see,
why you can't catch people like us with scare tactics? Because it's like Brother Malcolm said. The more you know, the more sturdy you are in your position.
look, it's
They
like,
don't want you to be sturdy.
but like you talking, like you said, let's look at it like this. You have you had Malcolm X, you had Martin Luther King. These two men have following behind them. And then you turn around, Obama came out of nowhere and walled the American people and gave us nothing. Gave African American people nothing. Then you have Kamala Harris, a politician, uh, who came from being a prosecutor. So she really not like us. The regular people, think about it. It's like you have Leonardo DiCaprio in Django, and he had Samuel Jackson as the butler. You could put that as switch it around, put Joe Biden as Candy, and put who? Kamala Harris as who? Samuel Jackson, the
Samuel Jackson.
butler. Why? Because
Exactly.
she she's everything Joe Biden wanted. Because Joe Biden, all his term, he talked about criminal justice, criminalizing African Americans. We act like we don't remember him signing the three strikes with Bill Clinton. He was pushing it. Don't understand that a lot of people in California know what Kamala Harris done to a lot of their family members, locking them up. Not really. It's a job to them.
Throwing away the key, bro.
It's not.
It's not
I
only a
want to know
job,
the.
it's because they're covering up. It's because they're covering up some facts about Negroes in America, so called, because we're not really none of that. We're the real indigenous American according to the 1828 Webster Dictionary definition of American, but people don't want to listen to that because these people is throwing our people in jail. So under the pretense that we can never raise up together to understand that this is not these people's place to be even telling us what to do in our own lands.
So I'm
But that's what they're afraid of. That's why they want us to vote for their side. Because remember, what did Donald Trump say? Those ain't no Native Americans I ever learned about.
yeah, I'm like this. I'm like this. There's four people running. There's Cornell West, there's Bobby Kennedy, there's Kamala Harris, and it's Donald Trump. What wow me is if a lot of people get together and start supporting Bobby Kennedy and he start raising among the rank. A third party person wind up in second place or first place. You feel? Wind up able to get on the stage. That is three people on that stage actually discussing policy changes, correction to the system that be. But we not going to see this, but what we going to see is glamour. Glamour from celebrities as if Kamala Harris was an underdog or nobody who fighting for the people and just come on the scene and we all got to root for her. She not my partner like that. I don't roll like
Listen,
that.
that's how that I'm telling you, that sounds like a high school popularity contest. Like for the yearbook or something.
So I
For
described
the
it
class
right.
president. Yeah, it's like, come on, bro. We just said the DNC looked like the pep rally for the joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The DNC looked like a pep rally. The RNC, yeah, they wasn't too on point, but they was regular. If you ask me, it was regular. They had policy people up there talking about what they was gonna do for America. Not just any and understand we are melanated people, but we understand that this is a country of multiple peoples. So we're not going to just be self-centered and selfish and act like we're the focus of all the policy. But when people speak on general policy too, you have to understand that's your policy as well. I don't think sometimes melanated people that goes by their head too, like, oh, they're still not doing nothing for regular. Bro, what can they do if you're not voting the people who would do something for you in there?
And you want to know the funny
If
thing? The funny thing is that it's a female American wait, how I say role model. I'm gonna say a role model. It's an
right.
American role model because I don't know if she sing or whatever she do. Do she have clothesline? I don't know how to put it, so I'm gonna say American role model. Her name is Amber Rose. I hope I said her name right. The little bald head
Yeah,
female.
that's correct.
So
Yeah, she's Cape Verdean, so I
she
know exactly who she is.
she went on the stage of the RNC, the Republican National Vision, and actually literally had a speech and she articulated her words good and she made her point correct. She wasn't on stage shaking the booty. She wasn't advertising a new album. She wasn't telling people to turn up in a provocative way, but actually get a point of what we need to do. So if you're going to get someone, but that someone is a celebrity, at least have someone that come on there and speak why or reason why we need change and the possibility of actually fixing and changing things.
See, and that's where it's kind of funny with Amber Rose too. Now that you mention that, because of the simple fact that the 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 Democratic shows, MSNBC, CNN, those stations and those anchors and stuff, they was making fun of Amber Rose, trying to make fun, say she didn't have any intellect, and how she was saying that she wasn't a black woman because she's Cape Verdean, which people got to understand. That's correct, right? Am I correct or am I incorrect, Henry? She's a Cape Verdean, so she's just declaring her nationality instead of a color. Is that correct by
Yeah.
national standards, international? I'm just making sure that people know that that they're playing the wrong game with the wrong people. How can Amber Rose tell you the truth that she's not black, she's Cape Verdean, but then everybody gets mad and says no, she's a black woman, and then Kamala Harris don't even want to be like that because if it was the case, she would have been talking about that from the jump street. Why, when she was running for the vice president, she didn't say that? Why, when she was in there, they didn't say that? Like Donald Trump said, all of a sudden in the presidential run, she popped up black.
But you understand one thing, look. Let's ring the bell. Let's ring the bell. Y'all hear it, huh? Y'all hear it, huh? You can pull up videos. I have videos. I have shorts on the page of Gabrielle Tulsa speaking on the type of person Kamala Harris is. And then all we getting is shows, but you have people jucking and jiving. You can't tell them nothing about Kamala
Bro, it
Harris
looks like,
just
you don't know
because.
what it looks like to me. It looks like, in Aladdin,
Yeah,
when he first came out as Prince Ali, and he had that whole music number, right, with all that parade and all that, just to go
Prince
try to impress the
Abu
princess.
Boo. Yeah,
Yeah, that, bro. I'm telling. Listen, bro. That's what they was doing at the DNC yesterday for Kamala Harris. They was that she made the wish on the genie to be the president of the United States, bro. Straight up, that's what it was. She made the wish. She made a wish. And now everybody who's in those letter groups, and I know the letter groups, we all know the letter groups. Henry went into that earlier. You know what I'm saying? They're all backing it up. But it's sad because the real people, not the people, because remember the people who's backing her up in them letter groups have have career jobs. They have jobs that's in the upper middle class sector of the tax brackets, where the people who they're really advertising this politics to, this emotional politics, if we want to call it that, emo politics, because it's not really political, it's more emotion driven. So they're going after the poverty level people. So these people don't have, the poverty level people don't have the same type of education as somebody in the upper middle class. So it's easier for you to get psychologically took advantage of, especially like my brother Malcolm X said, when you're uneducated, you're gonna follow whoever you believe is right, especially if those people is helping you to live, whether they're your food supply, whether you live in their house, whatever it is.
Malcolm X or Malik Shabazz. He knew. He lived through the era of Democrats and Republicans also. He knew how the Democrat were sneaky, job in your face, put celebrities who don't know nothing, don't have no good interest. You pay them little money under the table, they coming out, they singing, they hoorah. But everything is no substance. There really no growth. There really no understanding. If it was anybody who voting for Kamala Harris, tell me one of her policies that she pushing in your face to help us as American citizens. Give us
Exactly.
one policy she giving the world to help the world cope with wars, currency.
And remember, we're talking about outside of giving Israel an open checkbook to kill whoever they want to kill.
Russia already dislike her because they know she's going to continue the policy of Joe Biden with Ukraine. And that is a terrible idea because Russia used to make threats. No, they used to say that they training. It's a possibility that they need to be aware, possibility and readiness for a nuclear attack. Now they literally coming out and making threats and actually saying that they will use nuclear bombs in Ukraine. And other than that, talking on the nuclear front, let's go to what Jamal was trying to bring out when he talking about Israel, the nation who have secret nukes, and you have Iran who have the capability, no, the possibility that they have the capability of producing nuclear bombs to use to annihilate Israel. But it is not 100% verify that Iran even have the willpower. I won't say the manpower, I'm gonna say the willpower because they already put a religional edict that say, no, we will not make a nuclear bomb. It's for civil purpose. Their religional leader say we not making no nuclear bomb.
And you know it's even crazier too, because don't forget, the United States has about 5 or 4 or 5 nuclear carrier ships over there, carrier strike groups, not even just one ship, a strike group, which is about 6 to 12 ships, if people really know. And if you really understand that, then and you know that every single one of those warships has a nuclear capability, a nuclear arm on it, a nuclear arsenal. Especially if it's a submarine, there's nuclear arsenals over there. So if there's strike groups there's 4 carrier strike groups over there, like Henry said earlier, in the Mediterranean. That means that there's possibly 6 to 12 ships in the Mediterranean right now with exact nuclear capabilities. And we're talking about from water to surface missiles, surface to air missiles. We got water to water to air missiles, water to water missiles, torpedoes, all type of stuff, and that's just in the Mediterranean. Then you go to the Red Sea, same thing. Then you go to the Gulf of the Aden, the same thing. Then you go to the Gulf of Arabia, the same thing. So that means we basically got their whole entire continent, if we might as well say, the subcontinent, all the way up to India's doorstep. And Henry, this goes with some of our other stuff we've been
Can
researching.
I
Just
say
like
one
what?
thing?
Go ahead.
So what? So what they got all that? Because you know why I say so what? I say so what because it don't mean nothing when in actuality the Yemenis Houthi. I hope I said the name right. They 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 causing damage. They winning. If y'all not paying attention
They're
to the
winning
news,
because they got them pirate boats. You can't use a nuke against a speedboat, bro. Think about that.
and they not
You
even.
get
It's not even just that. They they using missiles, just missiles. They're just like catapulting things. They using missiles. They got the technologies that they using guided missiles, and
yeah,
they
that's
are
just going
attacking
back to
ships.
economics, though.
America attacked them. The Israel attacked them. Saudi Arabia attacked them. The Brits attacked them, and they still standing. They still standing. And going further north, we got Hezbollah. They devastating northern Israel. It's to the point that the defense minister of Israel, Mr. Gatz, is talking about after the war in Gaza wind down, we gotta go and deal in the north. You got the ex prime minister saying on Twitter, on X, formerly known as Twitter, that Israel lost the Northern Territory because you have missiles getting rained down on military barracks. You have missiles getting rained down on communities, but they are not hitting civilians because they know civilians is out of these territories. So they want to just destroy the settlement, destroy the buildings, get it out the way. Because these are illegal settlements. Who going to
The
stop this?
see, the real thing is, if we really want to get into the brass tacks of why this is going down like that, it's because, first of all, the United States can't get involved in any type of conflict over there right now. We can't afford it. We don't got no money. We already gave all our money away. Number two, no, there's no way that as volatile as the American people are right now, we're gonna be willing to go into a ground war with anybody. Not right now. We don't have the manpower right now, and we definitely don't got the armaments because we sold all the armaments. They said right now we're on a 5-year backlog of armaments. That means that our own military is short bullets, short missiles, short mortifiers, all the things that it takes to run a basic military. We're short on already. That's why we're only bringing naval support right now. And like I've been saying the whole time with the war in Israel and the war in Ukraine, they're not going to win any of these wars because they don't have the ability in their ground troops or the skill level in their ground troops of United States military personnel. They're not even close.
Can I say
That's why they're scared to go into the thick of the battles and look their enemies in the eye and take them down like how you're supposed to. And that's why they're able to. That's why the Houthis is able to survive because people don't understand that area is all got underground caves. It got all type of trench systems. You just can't see it because it's desert. And the funniest part about it is they're moving around like how the like bugs would do. They're moving. They're in the daytime. They're hitting the targets and then when they know they're gonna get hit, they're going under the ground into these caves where they can't be killed. And now Israel, the United States, Great Britain, all the allies is looking real stupid in the world courts because they just killed all these civilians and all the dudes they thought they was killing in this hospital already is 150 miles to the west.
so? Let's. So this the two news story that we had today. Tomorrow we have a topic for you. We have a topic for you. We have a topic for you. We gonna go down deep down in the Gnostics. We gonna go deep into a history that is unknown to the masses. Come join us tomorrow, please. Come. Don't miss out. This is a show that you're gonna watch, rewatch, and like, what? But yeah, man, Jamal, thank you for coming through with the here and now. We here now. There's things going on in this world. It's like I just want to thank you for being here with me. We discussing this because this world sometimes it's like we can't explain, but it's our job as news reporters to to actually put it in a way that people can actually see it.
It's like they said, brother. The most important thing that civilians don't know is how important intelligence actually is. How important it is to know the current events and what's going on. Because if not, then they're gonna feed you narratives.
Yes, yes. So I'm gonna end this show here. Any last word? I just want to say peace. I want to thank everyone. It's a blessing to be here. Another year, another day, another month. I'm just glad to be alive, healthy, and have people that I care about, people that I allow to care for me, and I care for them. I just very appreciative, and I hope not hope. It's just I'm pushing. We working hard. We working diligently to get this page up there. It's gonna come, and I want to appreciate you all. I would like to appreciate you all for coming through, watching the show, hitting the thumb up, sharing the shows, the shorts, the videos, the live. We really love y'all. We really appreciate y'all. Especially the people that I met along the way that personally took y'all phone, put the information in, and got y'all through. I want to thank y'all for just allowing me to approach y'all because it showed that the world can be a better place. We can communicate. We can have a community where we believe there is no community. That is for me. Anything that you have to say, Shinakma?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go out with a bang like I always do. I'm gonna say, make sure you stay determined. You know what I mean. Keep your eye on the prize. Remember, life is a one-player game, so you always gotta look out for yourself and try to dodge them crosshairs. Because the law is watching. To all my people that's out there moving in the shadow, and to all my people out there moving in the light, keep doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah. See, got the eagle today. You feel? Got the eagle.
Oh,
It's
you already know that, brother.
yeah,
We
yeah.
love the
Got the
United
bell.
States. We might not agree with the politics, but we love the United States.
Yes, look. If we didn't love America, we wouldn't be criticizing America if we didn't love her. So look, I got a small bill
Exactly.
and a little bill. The freedom bill, the liberty bill in here.
Exactly.
So chunking up the dudes for the north and the south and the east and the west. We knew never in the working service. Appreciate it.
Got him.
Yep.